Good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello there. Welcome again to Sports This Morning on Channels Television. I'm yours truly, Ayotunde Balogun.
Well, it's great to be here again on the show. Welcome again. I am Yemi Adebayo.
It's always a delight to have you join us as we take a trip down this action-packed world of sports. I'm Austin Okonakman.
That's right. And what's on the bill today? Well, the Super Eagles are battle ready. Today, they'll be on their way to Dar es Salaam for the crucial AFCON 2017 qualifier. What's the latest in the camp? Well, find out.
Okay, today we'll also be talking about boxing in Nigeria, how we can, as a nation, revive the fortunes of sports. What needs to be done for it to be developed? Find out as well on the show.
And I love those pictures. Larry Kundayo and Shegwa Jose, two Nigerian boxers that are doing big things at the moment. Just to also let you know, my gracious goodness, who's been walking with us on this journey. It's now one more day to go to the start of the 11th edition of the All-African Games taking place in Congo-Brazzaville. Sports fans, there's already good news for Team Nigeria. Volleyball doing big things right there in Brazzaville. We'll give you all the details this morning on the show.
That's right. So stay with us for Sevi with all the juicy details. And let's start off, of course, with the Super Eagles who are, like I said, are battle ready. I certainly believe they are battle ready. No excuses.
Yeah.
Dot the I's, cross the T's, put all the finishing touches. It's now off to Tanzania, to get the job done. It's all about the 3 points and nothing more.
Absolutely.
Nothing less.
Nothing more. I think at this stage, to be honest, I don't think anybody really cares how we play. All I want to see is
Are you
3
sure
points.
about that?
I don't know.
I think it has gotten to that.
Yes, good. Look, nobody, you see,
Today.
at some point you need to, especially in the situation where we're in, we're building a team. So you would care more about the 3 points. What if you go to Dar es Salaam, you play well and you lose?
That's this.
So at this point, 3 points in the bag, a little space between now and when we play Egypt, fine-tune your tactics, play a good game then.
Okay.
Even at the height of the powers of the Super Eagles, we know what away games usually is. And now with a team that you're building, a lot of people say the building should stop, but that's a story for another day.
Keep building.
But 3 points, even if it's half a goal, get the ball beyond the above the line, score the goal, lock it up. 6 points. When Egypt comes or when we go there, whatever happens, we know that we are not in a disadvantaged position.
I totally agree with you, Yemi, because you beat the Tafia Stars of Tanzania now, 6 points. And then you start watching your other teams. But I think the worst that can happen to the Super Eagles is a draw against Tanzania. That's if they go with the mindset that they can beat the Tanzanians. If you go with the mindset that it's going to be a difficult game, the home team might pack the balls and then catch you, unaware. I think Coach Sampson said, Coach Sunday Olise.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Coach Sunday Olise and his new Super Eagles team understand when we say Nigerian football is in a state of emergency, and that emergency says get all the results as soon as possible.
Quickly, guys, we have tabs on our table. I don't want to go to where the calculator is. I don't want to.
Permutations.
I don't want to. You
You
can look at Egypt, but you don't have to start praying that they lose, start praying that somebody gets injured.
Just focus
All
on the
you
game.
need to do, win your game. And once we do that, we don't need to care about...
Say, what if Chad plays draw against Egypt for us, and then we beat Tanzania right here in Nigeria? Oh, no, we should go beyond
and
that.
the way the qualification series is, if you don't top your group, it's over. So there's really no room for errors.
All right.
Go there, get the result.
All right. Now, we've been told that our guest is standing by, Toyin Ibitoye, the media officer of the Super Eagles, to bring us up to speed with what's going on in the camp of the national team, the Super Eagles. Morning, Toyin.
Yeah, Ayo, thank you for having me on Sports This Morning.
All right, let's have it. What's the latest? It's D-Day. I mean, talking about the Super Eagles, they will be leaving the shores of Nigeria later today. What's happening in camp right now?
Yeah, as I speak to you, we are on our way to training this morning. We have a light session. Yesterday we had a practice game. The Eagles won the game by 3-0. Manuel Emenike, Anthony Ucha, and Lukman Haruna scored the goals. But then it's not so much about the results. It's about how we were able to apply all the trainings that we've been having since camp opened. And I think it was a good one. The good news is that everybody is in tip-top shape. No injury worries as we head out to Tanzania later today.
All right,
We're good to go.
I have a difficult one for you, Toyin. I don't know if you're going to be able to answer me, but a lot of people would love to know. You're there, you've probably seen the training, the possibles against the probables. Can you give us an idea so that some of us begin to imagine what we're going to see in Dar es Salaam?
Well, the trainers we've been having, they've been mixed. It's difficult to pick out who is the possible or who is the probable. The coaches have just been mixing everybody up. And I'm sure they are doing it for a purpose, something to keep it as close as possible to match day. So that's a difficult one. But all the guys in camp, any of them can be in any of the sides, either the possible or the probable. That's how close, how tight the competition for places is in the team right now.
So, I'm still concerned about the team spirit in camp. Word says Vincent Inyama won't be featuring in this game against Tanzania. What's the reason? Still unclear. People are saying this, others are saying that. We hear he lost his mom. The NFF wasn't informed. What's the story?
The team spirit in camp is excellent. Everybody is on the same page, and we know how useful valuable Vincent is to the team. He's the captain of the team. He's been there. He has the highest number of caps. So he knows when he will be able to give his best and when he will not be able to give his best. We commiserate with him as a team on the loss of his mom, and you know how difficult it can be for you to lose someone as close as your mom. And he's been excused because of that reason from the game. So there's no worry. Whether he informs the NFF officially or he doesn't inform them officially, what has happened to him. And it's time for us to rally around him, support him, and help him to get over the grief so that he can come back and continue to give his best to Nigeria. He's always a key member of the team, respected by everybody. And this is a difficult time for him. And it's not going to be fair or not to be demanding so much from somebody who is going through this kind of difficult time. We have Kali Keme in camp. We have Ikediku Ezenwa. Femi Thomas is joining today. These are capable goalkeepers of their own, and we are optimistic that with these guys, we can still get the job done convincingly in Dar es Salaam.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. Toyin Ibitoye, media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So, guys, we're setting the record straight here. Vincent Inyama is not with the team because he lost his mom. And
it is not linked to issues of whether he wants to hang his gloves
or not.
Whether or not he wants to stop, being in goal for the Super Eagles. So this one is a totally different matter. Of course, that issue will come up later again. But as far as this game is
concerned,
that wasn't the reason.
Exactly. So we wish, we definitely commiserate with Vincent Inyama over the loss of his mom. He's still a part of the Super Eagles as of today. So we hope that God grants him the fortitude to bear the loss. All right, let's move over and talk about the Golden Eaglets as well. They are in Suwon in Korea, playing the Invitational Tournament. Well, it started off, how will I put it? It ended in a draw. We were expecting a victory, but that didn't happen. Funshok Bangwe had to come out for Nigeria, to get the equalizer sometime in the 26th minute.
And we warned Nigerians, as Ayatunde Balogun, not to expect so much from this team. I'm already expecting a victory at an invitational tournament. What isn't bad.
But what does that do to the confidence of the team?
It doesn't do anything.
It's just an invitational.
It is what it is. It is an invitational. You cast your mind back 4 or 5 seasons ago in the Champions League, Bayern Munich against Porto. They scored all the goals, I think 11 or something on aggregate. Next round, they couldn't score 1. Look at that. It was that bad. So.
And the sad thing us now also because
don't bring down
particular match.
But the issue for me here is the coach probably is trying to test out some players, trying to keep some things to himself. I really not want them. I want them to save their best performance for the tournament itself. Whether or not they win the Foundation Invitation, doesn't really match.
Go to Chile and play the best of football.
But we're playing Brazil next. The Brazilians, of course, did the job over Croatia 2-1. So I'm hoping something good will come out of that.
Updates from the African Games. Tomorrow is the opening ceremony, but some games that are already, having plays just to, reduce the pressure on some of the players. And remember, we had volleyball right here, and they told us how ready they were for this competition. Yesterday was good news for Nigeria's women's team. They defeated Mozambique 3-0. First set, Nigeria won 25-19. Second set, 25-23. It was really close, but good one. They got it. The ladies went on to win the third set, 25-17. So good start for them. Their next game is on Sunday against Algeria. When you have a good start as this, 3-0, you can only get better.
Yep.
You need to consolidate against Algeria. But the men will play today. The women have shown them how to do it.
Exactly.
So the men will take on Botswana today, Nigeria. So we're looking forward to see if the men will do what the women have. They say what a man can do, a woman will make the best. No more. They say they can do better. They will make the best out of it.
A good start, no doubt. And I'm hoping we'll continue winning.
That's it.
Long road to the final, long road to the gold medal. But I hope that at the end of the day we'll get it. And of course, this is just to point out that we still have our books, our diaries with us. All those associations that have promised gold medal.
Volleyball, one of them.
But it would be a big surprise to me if we topple Egypt and South Africa. The last time we won the All-African Games was when we hosted. And some of us believe if we didn't host, you know the advantages the host. You just reduce the strength of your opponents by saying, I don't have facilities for this sport. For instance, if I was going to host and, I look at it as, okay, I don't have facilities for swimming. I just take out 20,
what
20.
What they did to rugby.
20,
rugby.
But I don't doubt our abilities on the continent. But whether or not we can go ahead and take out those two, it's going to be...
Ayotune, the positives are there, particularly those sports that opened their training sessions for us to see. Volleyball, one of them. Table tennis, weightlifting, tennis, badminton, boxing. You see, we can talk about them. We know we can, to an extent, assess their readiness for this competition. And volleyball, the ladies were here. They were, turbocharged to go for it.
Vouch for them. Even if things don't go well, there are some associations that we've seen.
They
did all the right things. Maybe on the day, one or two reasons.
Yeah, some might just go wrong. I know.
But you know that they tried. Some you read on paper, you don't know the athletes going.
Yeah.
And some sneaking through the back door. Let's not talk about that. But at the end of the day, you can't really judge what has transpired.
Coach Samuel Ajayi called after the game, and he says the good thing about this female team is they keep getting better. That it's just a continuation of where they stopped in Ghana.
Yep.
Now you see, what if there was no championship for them to go in Ghana?
How will we know their level of preparedness?
That's what we keep saying.
Interesting one. Do we have any feedback tweets?
Not at the moment, let keep it coming on Twitter or channels_sports.
All right now. Okay, let's go on this break, definitely. When we come back, the show will continue talking about the sports paper reviews to find out what's got people talking around the country and, of course, beyond. So stay with us. We'll be right back.